I watched too, as America's most senior diplomat, I watched other countries try to undermine our most valuable institutions. It was to their benefit if our institutions no longer could stand the pressure. I saw this most clearly in the work that they did alongside those who are trying to destroy our educational institutions. You all see the garbage they're trying to teach in our schools today. It comes under various guises, often called critical race theory, but suffice it today that it is a suggestion that somehow our nation is inherently and systemically racist. This is a nation that has borne the costs and benefits associated with equality like no other nation in the world. We should be proud of it. We should not challenge our founding. It was noble. I saw it most clearly in their Marxist-Leninist tendencies, right? They wanted to undermine. You saw the Chinese Communist Party sit across from my successor in Anchorage, Alaska, and berate the American Secretary of State and talk about the greatness of BLM. And talk about the riots that we had and said, you, America, are no better than we are. That is a godless nation challenging a God-fearing people. And our leadership must stand up against these threats from outside. It is incredibly important. They frankly don't like capitalism very much either, because in many cases they'd prefer that we adopt a model that looks more like theirs, more socialist, less willing to reward those who are prepared to work hard and to keep their faith and to practice that faith. These are nations who deny religious freedom to their own people. And so, when they saw during the crisis that resulted from the Wuhan virus being foisted upon America, they saw us begin to undermine our religious liberty here at home too, and they cheered. They cheered when they saw city councils or county commissions or governors say, no, you can't worship freely with your fellow believers. We all know this. We could do this. We'd figure out a way to do this safely. We could keep health in mind and still worship Jesus Christ. When we begin to diminish our faith and to act in ways that are not only inconsistent with our Constitution, but deeply immoral, we become less secure. And those who are adversaries, who want to undermine the very things we care most about, will be the ones who cheer this along. I know you all will never permit this to happen. And I know that the family leader is at the center of making sure these kind of things don't happen. I want to talk about one more thing, and then I have a couple of closing thoughts that I want to leave you with at this very important moment in our nation's history. I want to talk about the risks that we all have from crime that is rising here in the United States. We can talk about many reasons that this exists: the breakdown of the family, the absence of community, fewer people who are worshiping. There are lots of reasons. But make no mistake about it, one of the reasons is that we have often in our major cities in America given up the will to actually hold those who commit the crimes accountable for the crimes that they commit.